This Sunday's readings talk about how to deal with those who in some ways have offended or are doing something wrong. In the first reading, Ezekiel is commissioned to go and warn people who are failing to follow God's law, to warn them what might happen if they don't change their ways. In the letter to the Romans, St. Paul talks about the basis of those values that lie behind doing what is right. What lies behind that, he says, is love. Loving one's neighbour as oneself is the basis of the commandments. Love is the one thing that can do no harm to our neighbour. Love is what, as Christians, we are called to show. And then in the Gospel, Jesus talks about what to do with a member of the community who is doing something wrong. And this would have been a challenge for the community to which Matthew was writing, that early church. How do we deal with people who are doing something wrong? We can see they're doing something wrong. Perhaps they're disrupting the community. And he tells them that, first of all, they must have it out with the person themselves. But then if that doesn't work, then a couple of them should go and do it. And then involve the whole of the community. And if the person won't listen to the community, then unfortunately they will need to be excluded. It's a challenge to us because we tend not to think about how we might deal with people who are doing something wrong. And yet we are called to speak out, to stand up for our values, to proclaim those values of love, as well as to live them out ourselves.